Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am super excited because Paralives, which is an upcoming life simulation game, and when I say upcoming I mean who knows when it's gonna come out. But it's a really cool life simulation game that I'm pretty sure everybody knows about, so I don't really need to explain it. They released a new video today. So if you aren't a patron, you haven't seen this yet until today. And it's a new freaking Parafolk, which the only one we've seen before is Maggie, and I didn't upload my reaction to that because it was just, by the time I'd gotten around to it, it was too late. I was like, who cares? Nobody's gonna watch this when everybody's already reacted to it. But this is gonna show, like, I'm pretty excited about this because she's the only one we've seen so far, so I'm excited to see what, first of all, the male Parafolk will look like. Also, just to see if the art style has changed at all on them or anything. So I did see a picture of him, or I saw like a little bit of the video on Twitter, but I haven't watched the whole thing, so I didn't see any of the customization options or anything. So we are just gonna jump right into this because I'm excited. I'm excited, loves. I'm excited. Okay. Alright, so I don't know what this is all about, all these objects falling. I think this is just a cute trailer animation. Like, this isn't an actual representation of gameplay by any stretch of the imagination. And so there he is. He pops right up on the counter. And like already, let's just say, first of all, I don't know if this is actually something you could do, but just like sitting on the counter, it's just such a cute little interaction that they have added into it. And also, like, if you look at, what am I trying to say here? There's some weird, like, background, like, on the little icon for him. I don't know what that is, if that's, like, I just don't know. But it just interests me because I'm trying to figure out what is that in the icons. Is that like where you create your Parafolk or whatever? Although we've already seen you can edit your Parafolk whenever you want, which they are about to do, which I'm excited to see because this is what I haven't seen yet. I didn't want to reflect on existence is what the mirror just said. Okay, so the UI, I wish I could pause this without getting this toolbar on the bottom. Here, I'll just like put a quick screenshot in. The UI is a little bit funky, I'm gonna be honest, like with all the different options, the way it's laid out at the bottom. I'm not sure that I like that. I don't know what there's a lot of stuff down here. There's like almost too much stuff for my liking. I feel like they should definitely organize it into smaller sections. But other than that, like, I have no idea how any of this works yet, so I can't really complain. Okay, so they're doing facial hair. There's a nice amount of options. They look a lot better than like the Sims facial hairs usually tend to be. Not any big beards or anything. I'm noticing it's like a lot of stubble or smaller beards. I don't like the eyebrows from what I could see already. I don't like any of them. They remind me of Sims 3 eyebrows that come in the base game, which are hideous. Oh, they do have one here. That one actually looks like it might be... Oh, skipped it. Okay, so there's Freckles. Those actually don't look bad. The Sims usually, like, the Freckles they put in the game kind of look horrible. These don't look bad. Now, I don't know what this is about. It says tops, so... And there's only one shirt there. Does that mean that you had to buy clothing to... I think that might imply that you have to purchase... I feel like they would have more than one shirt put in here just to show off. Like, maybe make 3 or something. If that wasn't the case. I feel like this is hinting towards, like, you have to buy your clothing. Right? I don't know. I'm also noticing... I don't know. He looks like he's pretty in shape, but it doesn't seem like there's any definition to him. Like, he looks very much like one solid cut. Like, there's no definition to his body or muscles. So I don't know if he has muscles... or if this is just what muscles look like in the game. Okay, so we have body hair. I'm already used to body hair because I play The Sims 3, so... And you can change the opacity of it, so that's kind of strange, honestly. Okay, so we have, like, the color wheel. Nothing too life-changing there. Now, what's this? Tattoos. Okay, so there's tattoos. Is there any way to edit, like, the colors? Are they going to show us? I don't think they were going to show us. Okay. I think that's the end of the trailer. So, my thoughts. I'm still a little iffy, honestly, on the art style. Something about it looks off to me. I did notice, let me see if I can find a good example. Come back here. There are a lot more idle animations I'm seeing that they've already added in since we saw Maggie, because there wasn't really any, she was just kind of stiff. There's a little bit more personality to the way they move and everything. He's like looking around and stuff. Still feels a little stiff to me, but obviously it's very early. Like, this game is still very early on. The other thing that I will say is we've seen a lot of like the customization of like building and create a character tool or whatever you want to call it, but the thing is we haven't seen anything gameplay wise yet, and it's kind of worrying me because I feel like with these types of games, with simulation games like this, if you don't start with a good gameplay base before you add all these like extra things. Like, it feels like they're fully fleshing out the create a character and the build mode before they even try to do gameplay. To me, I feel like I don't know how to make games, but that just seems like a backwards way to approach the entire thing, to fully flesh out certain aspects and then not even have any other aspects fleshed out yet. Maybe they do. It's just a little fishy to me that we haven't seen any gameplay yet, other than like clicking and making a Parafolk walk across like the floor. So I am a little bit worried about that. Maybe they do have a huge gameplay reveal that they'll do eventually, and I'll be blown away. But right now, like, I'm just gonna say it: The Sims 4 already has a great build mode and great create a character tool, and I don't play that game. I don't like it. So for me personally, none of this, like, this is cool, and I'm glad that you can customize a lot, but this isn't what's gonna get me to buy the game necessarily. So I am excited to see gameplay hopefully down the line. But yeah, like, this, I don't know. I play The Sims 3, so like, ugly characters aren't a problem for me. Obviously, I just would have hoped that they look a little bit better. There's just something a little washed out about him, I guess. I don't know. There's something off, like, to the skin texture that feels very plain. And also, I'm excited to see other races represented in the game, because right now we haven't seen like a lot of the darker skin tones. We've seen more, like, Maggie wasn't super dark, he's not super dark. I am excited to see the darker skin tones, because that's something that other games have struggled to get right, and that's probably going to be a big selling point for a lot of people if they can capture those skin colors correctly and not like be gray or blue or green like some other games. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty cool little trailer. I'm not gonna lie, it does interest me. I do like the whole aspect of it. I wish we would have seen a little bit more body editing in this, but I think that you can't edit the body from this mirror, because from what I can see, this is all like makeup, beard, hair, eye color for some reason, but like, this is all cosmetic stuff like that you could actually change in real life on yourself. So I think that they do have separate editors. Like, I don't think you can just jump into a mirror and completely change your Parafolk like to whatever you want them to be. So that's interesting. I would like to see more body editing on both types of I don't know if they have more than 2 genders in this game, or if they have like gender fluidity. I'm just gonna say male because that's what I'm assuming they're gonna do, probably, unfortunately. So I do hope that we could see body editing for males too, because this is a very, they just didn't do it in this trailer specifically. We saw it for Maggie. I'm also curious to see, I'm pausing a lot, if you watch the Maggie one, you know that the height slider was a little bit janky, and it was just changed the entire size of the Parafolk. Like, they just turn into kids, basically. Like, they look very tiny and strange if you try to make them short, or they look huge if you try to make them tall. I'm wondering if they've done anything to fix that yet. So that would have been nice to see as well. But other than that, yeah, this was an interesting little reveal. I think that for now, though, for me personally, I've seen enough of the Parafolk to where, like, I'd be fine if this were the final design. I don't love it, but once again, it doesn't necessarily make or break the game for me. I'm ready to see gameplay at some point. I hope we do get that eventually. Other than build mode is not like the main source of gameplay for me. I couldn't care less. I still play like The Sims 1 and I build in that and have fun. So obviously I don't need a super advanced build mode. So I do hope we see more of that. But this looks promising. It does. I will say that I'm impressed with what I've seen, and hopefully it continues to improve. And hopefully we get. I just want them to remove the outline. I think that I saw somewhere there's an option to remove the outline. I think that'll help them blend into the environment a lot better, because they kind of stick out, and it's really weird to me. But yeah, that's my thoughts. I know this is a little rambly and all over the place, but if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and if you really enjoyed the video, you could subscribe for more. I do a lot of Sims discussion videos. I'm going to try to keep up with more of the news on Paralives and just give my, like, opinions and thoughts, some of which may not be the most popular, some of which you might agree with. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I know a lot of people are excited for this game. I'm excited for this game, and try to keep it civil. We don't need to be, like, hating on other games to put this one up. You know, that's not productive for either game in this, you know, comparison of The Sims versus Paralives. It's not productive for either. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and yeah, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.